Hey, I'm live again. Yes, this is a special report. I'm Truepowerismine. Today's date is 3/6/2019, the year of our Lord. And that would be May 6th. Guys, I just want to talk about a lot of, well, honestly, anything you guys want to talk about for one thing, but a lot of good things going on. Might have noticed the platform has gotten bigger. All right, we're getting larger. We're growing. We're now on iStar Vids. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. And this is where you can see some of the content that, for whatever reason, YouTube gives me heat. I can't load it up. I don't know for real, even if that latest video of mine, spoiler alert, movie reviews online on YouTube, but it's definitely on the Stars Vid channel. Let me just go right here. Should be right here. This one right here. I play an excerpt from it. Hey everybody, this is Truepowerismine, and this is a special report. This is my first video movie review. All right, now that's all I want to play because I don't want I want to hurry and get this picture off before the algorithm flags me for it. But this will be the site. This will be the site where I'm going to host other material that will be too controversial for YouTube. Will be hosted over here. Let me get that. I'm just going to grab the link while I'm here. Copy. And oh, I already have it. Cool. All right. So let's jump up here on the scene and see what's going on in this world of ours. Well, that doesn't look too good. Looks like we have what they say, record surge at border. Hopefully that's all. I need a. Okay, cool. Record surge in the border. Okay, let's just be real, guys. We all know what this. Hold on one second. We all know what this shit's really about. Let's not fool ourselves. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Let's not fool ourselves, guys. We know what this is about. This is straight up about replacing the face of the lower tier work class. It's all about replacing the face of the lower tier work class. You know, I mean, here's the hardcore facts. Not everyone's going to be a doctor. Not everyone's going to be a lawyer. Not everyone can be a plumber, electrician, carpenter. Some people really, maybe because of transportational issues or maybe mental faculties, they really need a shovel and ditch type job. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the only way they can survive, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, not a lot of bourgeois and uppity people or people who feel that they're superior than the next man. Oh, well, those peasant scum deserve to die. They're a burden on society. Useless eaters. Come on. Where's our humanity, folks? Where's it at? I mean, we're so quick to bend over backward for every billionaire, millionaire, fuck we have the misfortune really of coming across. Oh, we'll do anything for. In fact, look at the folks. Look how messed up money is. To where you'll have people selling their kids to celebrities for some couple of dollars or whatever. I don't know how many thousands of dollars they go for out there. You see stuff like R. Kelly. But then most people, when you bring up stuff, I don't even want to say the word, I'm not like a big time a YouTuber by no means, but I don't want to get that reputation. But I would do this in a way that is not me. All right. We'll believe in Bill Cosby and R. Kelly 100%. But we won't believe in this. Hold on. Hey, Google, what does Alex Jones say about Pizzagate? Okay. A conspiracy theorist, blah, blah, blah. He apologized for promoting the ideal that, heaven forbid, wealthy people would have a little enclave of folks that would take children and do nasty things with them. Now, we know that that's real, but it's funny. I guess while everybody's focused on Mr. R. Kelly, nobody's focusing on Mr. Jeffrey Epstein.
According to Wikipedia, Jeffrey Edward Epstein is an American financier, science and research philanthropist, and registered sex offender.
Hold on. Will you repeat that for me? I don't think so. Google only get you one shot, huh? Oh, okay. Well, anyhow, 2 hours ago, all the files were open. He doesn't look too happy. Now, a lot of guys and gals will probably be like, well, True Power, why are you constantly talking about Epstein? Because if I don't talk about him, no one else will. If you look at all the other channels kind of in my niche, they're all talking about R. Kelly, reparation, or some generalization of romance and how to come up on that. No one's talking about this stuff. No one's talking about aliens out here. No one's talking about conspiracy theories out here. No one's talking about vaccines. No one's talking about, I'm talking about in our niche. Except for this other cat. Now he's talking about them. But let's just say, very few of us are talking about vaccines. Very few of us are talking about aliens. Very few of us are talking about things related to Jeffrey. Because reality is, guys, the people backing R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, they can't reach out and touch nobody. But the people that Jeffrey here is rolling with, now they can reach out and touch people who aren't protected. And it's sad. If you claim to be a true human being, I don't care what race you're claiming, but you think it's cool to do nasty, twisted things with children, whether you're wealthy and the children get paid, their family, you are scum to humanity. That should be the one thing that all of us adults could truly agree on. That should be the one thing, even though it's not. Because I can honestly say, if it was, we wouldn't have organizations like NAMBLA. You wouldn't have organizations that abuse on the regular children. And all I got to say, if we can't come together on this basic common sense issue, then how the F are we ever going to come together on a political restructurization of the society to where everyone is afforded the same rights and privileges equally across the board? If we can't come together on whether it's not okay for rich people to take children into the woods, whether it's Bohemian Groves or wherever, and do their little stuff, we can't collectively say that's wrong. Reparations or not be damned. Because this society wouldn't really be fit to continue on now, would it? If there's two things that we could throw into the equation, a just God and a just punishment for wrongdoing. Now, when you start talking like that, that's what triggers the you're a fanatic. That's what triggers it. That's what Judge Joe was saying. Remember when he came on the show and he said, a lot of your hardened criminals you'll find are deeply religious. And it really makes sense because only deeply religious people are moved to do such violent acts sometimes. Now, I'm not talking about the typical gangbanging, serial killing person out there. I'm just talking like on a broad sense of society. Mercy killings. honor killings, someone raped your daughter killings, someone raped your son or wife's killings. You know, I mean, let's face it. And let's throw the scenario out there so this will really click in your brain. You have an atheist, a Christian, and a Jewish, a true Hebrew, a true Israelite. The atheist guy gets his wife, she's raped by some guy, walking from the coffee shop or whatever. Same thing's going to happen to the rest of them. I guarantee you the responses will be radically different from the atheist to the Christian to the Jew, and even to the Muslim and the Hindu. I guarantee you the so-called religious groups out there, their representatives, will probably get angry and hostile and want to hurt and destroy the person that violate their woman or their friend, sort of like that Elon Nelson, but not with the racial vibe to it. I think that there will probably be more wanting to find and identify just that individual, and that's what everyone missed about the Elon Lamb story or whatever. Oh, he's a racist, blah blah blah. No, they missed the fact that that was his trigger. That was his trigger. A melanated man sleeping with a white woman was his trigger. That's what made him snap. That's why he was saying he could walk down the street and any black bastard he saw, he was going to fuck up. Now, we're saying black bastard, but I'm sure we all know what he really meant. Now, while we're sitting here going through our daily operations, doing our thing, trying to survive, the future's here. Let's go to it. Enough of the candy coat, and let's just tell these people what time it really is. Let's show them. Bam. Right there. There's your new Messiah, guys. There's your new AI God that they've been trying to warn about. A lot of people don't want to deal with the spiritual ramification of this war that we find ourselves in. Whether you choose to accept that you're a combatant in the spiritual war or not, that's irrelevant. In reality, you are in the whirlwind just like the rest of us. It was less than 200 years ago in North Carolina, the first so-called flight of modern times was recorded. Less than 200 years ago. And now we can shoot things in lower orbit. In the moon and Mars and Jupiter and Venus and outside our solar system, or almost. What am I saying? I'm saying this is the first baby steps, guys. This right here is the first baby step to the AI God phenomenon. How stupid will some of y'all be when you go up there, and let's say that, they make an app or something to where you can test this thing. And it starts telling you shit about yourself that you don't think that anyone knows because it has access to all the hidden data. Do you guys not know the dark web is like 90% of the internet? The dark web is where all your cell phone metadata is at. The dark web is where all the data that you can't really put together unless you have the right tools to analyze people at. That's where it's all at. Now, the stuff that we're using, this stuff right here, the client side, this is junk. This is just like a kid's toy. The main bulk of the information you will never have access to, nor will I. Because I'm not a hacker. I don't want to be a hacker. It's too much time. Plus, there's more brilliant minds out there that are hackers and happen to be reasonable people that I'm so thankful for. Yes, I'm thankful for hackers. Some you will never ever meet, but they help you out in so many ways you don't even understand. But that's a totally different topic. I'm going to stick with this robotic. Japanese worship Buddhist robot at ancient shrine. Now, that in itself is not bad. I mean, what's the difference between a plastic robot and a rock, etching or depiction of something? You know, everybody has their flaws, I guess. But what is the danger when this? Well, you know what? Let's just ask Grace. Grace. Oh, that is so creepy. Let me get Grace up here. We're gonna have a robot. So you gotta have a robot to fight these robots. Oh.
Kadaji Temple Administrator Tensho Goto wanted to spread the word of Buddhism to a younger generation, losing touch with the tradition. Kyoto, Japan's ancient former capital, is home to temples.
Hold on. Stop, Grace. So let's get it. Here it is. The old boy's doing this as a gimmick to get recruits. That is another downfall. I'm not lying. A brother sent me a video. It was a woman. She was up here dancing. I thought it was one of the female preachers out there clowning. But, it was some sort of crude dub of a 2 Live Crew song over her behavior. A lot of young people are falling away from religion orthodoxy, guys. I don't know if you notice. They're not atheists. These little brothers and sisters are not atheists. They're just not following your particular brand of religion. They know God's real. They understand there's something greater than themselves. But there's just too many charlatans, frauds, fakes, rapists, murderers, and stealers out there for them to try to get the real information. But let's continue.
Kadaji Temple Administrator Tensho Goto wanted to spread the word of Buddhism to a younger generation, losing touch with the tradition. He enlisted the help of pioneer Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro, head of intelligent robotics at Osaka University, who has made a name for himself in robotic research on the world stage.
Okay, that's it. Cool. All right. So that is creepy. I mean, hopefully they flesh that out, or maybe throw a robe or something, because I would be creeped out if I came up there. Almighty robot in the sky, I am here to atone. And I see this thing, I'll be like, oh, no. That would not be good. So maybe let's go down here. There's a lot of information to that. What the Japanese robot revolution in senior care? Being careful is becoming the method choice amongst elderly. Yeah, I would rather, you know what? And everybody's always, you know what? Fuck that. Hold on, let me pause that. I'm going to speak up for the elderly for once. Everyone's always talking about the kids, Catholic Church, the kids, Catholic Church. But do you guys not know there's a lot of molestation going on in these old folks' homes? Yeah. There's a lot of, I hate to say it, but unwanted sex going on in nursing homes. And this is, been a problem. I remember back in the 80s hearing rumors, or not rumors, hearing stuff that was swept underneath the rug. Because it was true, but it was swept underneath the rug. About this orderly, that nurse practitioner, or that nurse assistant going down there in the robes, supposed to be changing diapers, but they're doing things with their hands to these people. And then don't get the dudes all up in there. You'll get these, for lack of better words, I would say, I don't want to say gay or nothing like that. I don't want to bring that up and get this video banned or nothing. But you'll have guys that are fluid sexually, okay? And they will go up in here and straight up swab out people's mouths, just do all kinds of nasty stuff. And then when people come in there, they'll just think the old person's drooling. That ain't drool. But, I just want to speak up for the elderly on that. If there's a true journalist listening to my voice right now, someone who can really touch, not that's never mind, that's wrong imagery. Someone who really can affect an article to be written up about elderly people being abused up in these nursing homes and facilities. As a humble human being on this earth, I would greatly appreciate it. Because once we start forsaking our elders and we forsake our unborn, then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I'm talking about all human beings, not just Japanese people. I'm talking about your grandma and your grandpa, if it applies, if you're still blessed to have them with you. But more importantly, I'm talking about you yourself. If you progress to that stage of life, you might be really happy that, somehow we changed it up to where people are not going to be putting their hands on or in you without your consent. If you're able to give consent because of, Alzheimer's, dementia, or whatever you may have going on, 60 years from now. 60 years from now, that's a long ass time. For all my guys and gals out there that's 30, you'll only be a sweet young age of 90. It's kind of crazy when you think it's things like that. Because, unfortunately, the vast majority that's listening to me right now in 60 years, you guys will be dead from various causes, from murder to accidents to natural. It's like I'm talking to the dead, quite literally. They just don't know it yet. But that's a whole nother discussion. Let's go back and let's, this is what I want to talk about. Mr. Jeopardy. Pancreatic cancer, dude. That's pretty serious. So, for those of you who are in the entertainment business, there might be an opening coming up. Get with your managers. Jump on this before it gets cold. Because you know how Hollywood is. The show must go on, right? Show has to go on. See how heartless we have become? Come on. This is supposed to be high-speed internet.
Devastating news today about one of America's most...
I'm giving commentary on this for my YouTube case that I'm going to probably be fighting on this video like I have the last several. I'm doing commentary for educational purposes only. And we're featuring Alex Trebek, the latest probably Roundup victim.
Beloved TV personalities. This is Jeopardy! Jeopardy's legendary host, Alex Trebek, just announced that he's suffering from stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Hi, everyone. I have some news to share with all of you, and it's in keeping with my longtime policy of being open and transparent with our Jeopardy fan base. I also wanted to prevent you from reading or hearing some overblown or inaccurate reports regarding my health. So therefore, I wanted to be the one to pass along this information.
78-year-old Trebek broke the stunning news himself on the show's Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Just like 50,000 other people in the United States each year, this week I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Now, normally the prognosis for this is not very encouraging, but I'm going to fight this, and I'm going to keep working.
Trebek looked stoic and brave as he spoke.
Oh, no. Come on, stop. There was no hope. No, he's being real. If he wants those cancer-saving drugs, his ass had better keep working unless he has a shit ton of money. If you, friends, have anyone who have ever dealt with this cancer beast, you better be expecting about a $200,000 to $300,000 medical checkout bill. I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. Normally, the $1 million payout on the health insurance will transpire before the end comes, unfortunately. But that's what you're going to get. Now, I wanted to go over here to Roundup because I can. I'm going to do this. Does Roundup cause pancreatic cancer? I have to scroll down a little bit, I'm sure. Link to her. There it is. Bam. So this is what I want you guys to know, man. You eat that cereal, you become a vegetarian. Please wash the fruit, the vegetable. Please wash and wash and wash. Clean that. Get that shit off of there. Pancreatic cancer, dude. That shit's real. When he said 55,000, there's probably more that go underreported. Some weed killers, yes, may need to be treated with more respect. Maybe not even used. And pancreatic cancer is no joke. Once your blood sugar starts getting messed up, you're not long for this earth. For real. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Now, I know you old heads out there, you already know what I'm talking about. This is for the younger cats. So they be hip on game and they can spread it out to their friends. Because you ain't going to get this from nowhere else. Unless you go to Science News. I don't know if that's on your repertoire. But most people ain't going to these places on the internet. Most people are going to the party places. And I get it, man. I was young. I get it. Shit. You working. You're going to school. You might be dating your high school sweetheart. You want a side chick and all that. I get it. But please remember, though, you're only playing yourself when you're playing that stupid ass game. Not trying to be a humbug, but I'm letting you know you're just playing yourself. So when you go out there and you flop, like 99.9% of people that play that game, you have no one else to blame but yourself. It's not the other person that infects you with God knows what. It's not the other person. Unless you're raped. Now, if you're raped, fuck yeah, it's the other person. Period. It's the other person. But if you're not raped, it was consensual, you got to blame yourself. And it can have devastating, cascading effects. Let's say you're 19, you get with the wrong chick, or you get with the wrong fella. He gives you herpes, which is, on the, I guess, death note of things, kind of relatively low. But, you'll have these burst out in your lips or on your genitals or on your body. Now, do you really want to blame that to your future husband or wife? Or do you not plan on getting married? Because if you don't plan on getting married, that's a totally different trip. But let's get into this. We're going to have Grace hook us up with some facts and figures.
Pancreatic. A new study links two weed killers with pancreatic cancer in pesticide applicators and their spouses. The authors, most of whom work for the National Cancer Institute, note that they are the first to link this particular malignancy with the farm chemicals pendimethalin and EPTC and really don't know how either would trigger cancer, although they do have a theory. But for now they are recommending that these findings should be considered hypothesis generating and in need of confirmation.
Okay, yeah.
How's that for not hyping your data?
Okay, so it's we gotta wait for a few more bodies to hit the floor before we take this report seriously. So let's keep that in mind, guys. Keep on eating Roundup. It's all good. God, man. This news is so sad. There's nothing good here. Not one good story. This guy's hold on. Here's a good story. As pigs are delivered to a slaughterhouse, activists offering water and comfort to the doomed. Those words right there. To the doomed. They're pigs, guys. They're animals. Now, I can get it. You don't want to eat them. You don't have to. No one's forcing bacon down your throat. But come on now. Not everyone's meant to eat tofu, dude. Seriously. A lot of people can't eat tofu. So I'm just going to take out this one little excerpt here. Because I feel like
Baby boomers and millennials, black-clad anarchists and Patagonia sporting Westsiders pushed water bottles through the trailer's grates to the startled hogs. People with pump-action sprayers splashed the upper deck. Two men lighted everyone with floodlights as others recorded the action, took photos or offered gentle massages to doomed 250-pound Yorkshires.
Okay. So with all the stuff going on in the country right now, between the immigrants, people getting gunned down in the streets, people having, I guess quasi-serious discussions on reparations and other social issues, not to mention the homeless and opioid crisis that's happening throughout the country. Let's go and spray pigs with water. I don't know what part of the country, because they're in the wrong part of the country. You're spraying them with water. That's not nothing nice, because all they're going to do is freeze. Now, granted, they're probably going to be dissected within the hour anyways, but I don't think that's comforting the animal. There's no way around it, guys. You think you're going to grow your own food? How? Insects will eat that shit up if you don't use the herbicides. You use the herbicides, essentially you just turn whatever nutrition there into a cancer-causing agent. So you think you're going to walk into the woods. Well, what do you think that wasting disease really coming from? Hold on. Let's ask when the GMO corn come out. All right? I just want to bring this, just straight up in your face. I know that this part won't be whatever. What year did GMO corn come out?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Commercial sale of genetically modified foods began in 1994. Most food modifications have primarily focused on cash crops in high demand by farmers such as soybean, corn, canola, and cotton.
Okay. So 1994. Keep that in mind, guys. What year was research and development on GMO food started?
Here is some information for when was GMO created. According to Wikipedia, the first genetically modified food approved for release was the Flavor Savor tomato in 1994.
That's not the question. The question is when was the research started. So we have to go over here to Wikipedia. Do this manually. I feel like Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it, I'll just do it myself. Or fuck it, we'll do it live. One of the two. I want to find the history. Blah, 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 blah. The early 1900s. DNA, that's when it was discovered. So, blah, blah, plant was produced. The first in 1983. Okay. These are the official numbers, because so as far back we can really go is 1983. It's potentially is when they were putting it together in probably controlled field somewhere. All right. But I think the wasting of disease appeared in deer in the 60s. That's what I'm saying. There's something weird going on, but hold on. When did the wasting disease first appear in deer?
According to Food Safety News. According to the Center for Food Safety's timeline for mad cow disease, the first diagnosis of BSE as a new disease in cattle, similar to scrapie in sheep, occurred in 1986.
Hold on. I didn't really mean to go here, but that's good. Mad cow disease. Think about it. 1983. Okay. Hold on. When was the first genetic organism happen? What year?
According to Wikipedia, genetic recombination caused by human activity has been occurring since around 12,000 BC, when humans first began to domesticate organisms. Genetic engineering as the direct transfer of DNA from one organism to another was first accomplished by Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen in 1972.
Oh, hold on. I got a message from the executive producer. Wait, when you're done talking about GMO, please compound on Craig B. Hewlett on the Carl Nelson Show. He had a few. Okay. Yeah, let's go to All right, let me taking off the robe now. I'm getting serious. I guess I was just kind of aimless. Whoa, let me hit the floor. Kind of aimlessly. Let's do this. Let's go to Craig Hewlett, Carl Nelson show. I think I should be able to get it here. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now it's like, oh, my shit don't work. Oh, this is what angers me. Okay. So we're gonna have to do it. We're doing maybe someone has it live on YouTube, and I can just kind of patch in because I don't want to start up the torrent browser and all that. Oh, Craig Hewitt. There it is. Obviously, I already looked him up before. Okay, this is a year ago. This is a month ago.
Hello and welcome to Coast AM's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, George Norrie. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also find us on Facebook.
Okay, George. Come on now.
CoastToCoastAM.com. From the heartland of America and the gateway to the West, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be across the nation, around the world.
Fast forward?
I'm George Norrie.
No, welcome. Can't. Fuck. Oh, my bad, guys.
To Coast AM. Later on tonight, we'll talk some time travel. Here's what's happening.
I'm trying to get him
United
on the show.
States troops are being withdrawn from Syria after President Trump said the Islamic State group has been defeated there. We've got about 2,000 ground troops there. The Pentagon said it was transitioning to the next phase of the campaign, did not give details on just what that is. Although some 2,000 troops that helped get rid of much of the northeastern Syria of ISIS, but the pockets of fighters remain. It had been thought that defense officials wanted to maintain a U.S. presence there to ensure ISIS did not rebuild. There are also fears that a U.S. withdrawal will cede influence in Syria and the wider region to Russia and Iran. That probably will happen. In a moment, Craig Hewlett joins us to talk about this and a number of other issues for a couple hours tonight. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates as expected, but forecast fewer rate hikes next year and signal its tightening cycle is nearing an end.
Hi, you're now with the Forerunner Chronicles, and right now we're inside of Omar Park, which is located within the budding metropolis of Panama City. And this is just one of the many locations that young people are gathering throughout this country to celebrate World Youth Day. And of course, the central figure of World Youth Day is none other than Pope Francis himself. And as you can see, there are young people from every...
Oh my God. This is 4177's channel. I'm going to get him back on the phone. Yeah, listen, Kiki, I did try to get Craig Hewitt. I skip traced him as far as I could. I really need to contact Carl Nelson's booking agent, whoever's booking for the show. Not Carl himself. Carl's like probably typical. The people trying to impeach Trump show that there are some good people left in the world. This includes white generals trying to impeach him. Hold on. I got him. They're trying to impeach President Trump because of the Jeffrey Epstein thing or something different. Because I don't understand why no one and their mom is pointing out the dude kicked it with Maxwell's daughter. I would only butcher her name if I were to say it. She was basically the booking agents for Epstein's Lolita Express. The reality is These grown men, Kiki, are going down there. I don't care if it's a blessing of the parents. I don't care, whatever. But they're going down there, man, messing with these young girls and totally destroying their minds. Man, no 15-year-old knows the ramifications of all that business. And it's not right for anyone to expect her to, or him. That's just wrong. And if we don't, in other words, if we don't fix these real core issues, no matter who we have in the position, there's still going to be a pack or a group of evil people surrounding them. You know what I'm saying? And most Americans, most United States citizens, rather, not Americans, because that would imply everyone from the North Pole to the South Pole, basically. United States citizens do not want to realize that we have some very wicked people in office. We don't want to impeach them because of the national emergency. Well, okay. You do realize this guy has access to the nuclear football, right? You do realize he could press the button and game over. Impeachment be damned. I'm not saying that we should just like placate to him. I'm not saying that. Because you know, people are, oh, I got you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we better be very, very. The guy already shows us that he's not really. He's off kilter. I'm a genius and mentally stable. Well, typically it's the opposite of what you say. If you say that you're a genius, typically you're a fucking idiot. If you're saying you're mentally stable, then typically you're as loony as a bat. Typically. And I think we can, it's not that stretch. It's not that far of a stretch, Kiki, to say our president is a man. If he were a race car, let's, make an allegory about him being a race car. He's definitely in the red, dude. And, if he explodes, man, I don't know if he'll be selfless enough to not try to take out all of the grandstand. He took us out of a nuclear pact with Russia for a reason. Maybe Alex Jones said that they had supersonic missiles. He saw, InfoWars there. He's like, oh my God, because apparently he acts on what old boy says. All I have to say is pop your popcorn, grab your religious text, turn to the end of it, last few chapters, and read the script for yourself. Because this thing is playing out like a bad video game. Think about all the hotspots we have. We have Israel, Pakistan, India, South China Seas, Somalia, Benghazi, Ghana, South Africa, Brazil to a certain degree, Venezuela. We have over there in the Philippines. There's a lot of hot spots. And that's just to name a few. There's more, obviously. But that's just... And all this could be solved. Seriously, folks, everybody, hear me. All this could be solved if we just focused on freedom for ourselves. We get free, then we can free others. But you ain't freeing shit. You ain't freeing shit if you don't have the capital. You ain't freeing shit if you're sitting there paying in on your taxes this year. How does this really work? Those who have the most spend the least, and those who have the least spend the most. It doesn't work. And this goes back to the reparation thing as well. You do realize if reparations were given, they would not be coming out of anybody's pockets. You do realize that, everybody, right? You don't believe me? Let's just go right here to good old Google. And we're going to ask Google, where does the United States government get their money from? So you understand. Where does the United States government get its money from?
According to Mercatus Center, the chief way the government gets the money it spends is through taxation. Figure 1 shows the relative sizes of sources of federal government tax revenues. 45% of federal tax revenue comes from individuals' personal income taxes.
Okay. Wrong question. Let me ask the proper one. But I do feel you on the national security thing, but I'm just saying, man. Does the United States government get money from the Federal Reserve?
According to Wikipedia, although an instrument of the U.S. government, the Federal Reserve System considers itself an independent central bank because its monetary policy decisions do not have to be approved by the president or anyone else in the executive or legislative branches of government. It does not receive funding appropriated by the.
Well, what's up, Barbara? Yeah, I've talked to Katie. I've sent I've emailed Katie this email address. I skip traced them good, but let me go ahead and take this address yet again. Copy. I'm gonna pull one of these off to the side. I'm gonna do this right now, so you guys all know that I'm not bullshitting. And we'll go, and if we can get him on tonight, we'll get him on tonight. I don't care. I mean, not like I don't care. I do care, but I'm just saying we will get him on. Let me jump into my Yahoo real quick. Oh, these damn emails, 20-something thousand. I did go through 2,000 emails the other day. That was good. Hold on. I gotta stretch her out just a little bit. No. Oh my God. Holy shit. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me compose this letter real quick. Yeah, it's right. See? Check it out. I want to show you guys. See, it's already in my Yahoo. I've already sent them a message, so I'm not going to bother sending them again. Well, fuck it. I will. I'll do it for you guys. Interview request. Okay, and then let me jump over here. What the? Okay, hold on one. Yeah, hold on. As you can tell, a lot of stuff's flying up. Tis what it is. Man, I did not know Carl. No, I should have watched this show today, though. That would have been great. Copy. Okay, bam. Sent it. It's done. It's done. They have been sent. I need to hold on. I may got some good news. Your dispute has been blah blah blah. Yes, we won. We won. So it is cool. I just want to show you this victory. Good news. That's a blah blah blah. Spoiler alert, the movie. That should be cool now. You guys can watch it. I'm happy. Craig Lee, he might want. Well, if he wants to be paid, Miss Barbara, and he might not be on this show. I mean, like I said, I'm just a small YouTuber guy, man. I try to get Jordan Maxwell on, right? You guys ready for this sticker shock? $250 for an hour. Jordan Maxwell. So, yeah, it's real out here. These cats, they got their knowledge, but then that's why you got to respect people like Mark so much even more. He got more knowledge than all of them combined. But he only deals with people that, he trusts. But, we got so many Mark from Anaheim's, Dr. Shorts, Judge Joe Brown's out there. We got so many brothers and sisters with that level of experience and academic. But no one reaches. Those are the people I want on this show. I want those people. I don't care if they're white, black, whatever. As long as they're experts in their field, that's what I want. But I want them to be on that low key. Those top tier people, man. Hey, do y'all think Jane's in the room? Jane, are you in here? Those top tier people are going to be just as disappointed as that Jane Elliott interview. They're going to tell you shit that you don't want to hear. I'm telling you. We want the people that's going to tell us the sincere truth without being financially goaded to. Because the reality is this. There's no future in the front. There's no future in the system the way it's set up. It's almost like it was set up by suicidal people that want to die. They don't want to live and prosper. They just want to survive and dominate. There is a difference. Look, I saw some of Craig Hewlett's stuff, and I agree with a lot of it. But I can't shake this, what I've heard a long, long time ago. I believe it was Dick Gregory that said this. You know, or someone on his stature. If you were in control, if you had the power and you were actively oppressing people, why would you do anything to help their kids come up? That'd be counterproductive and counterintuitive. I don't want to think like that, but at this point, you can't almost but help to see the writings on the wall. So what if you're cool with this generation? That next one will be the one that stuffs your ass in the oven. We have to fix the hate, man. That's what it is. Point blank, we got to fix the hate. Yeah, well, you know, he got that little audience out there. You know, there's a reason why you're not going to hear certain people on Coast to Coast AM or Alex Jones or any of those big conspiracy deals. They only allow certain of us on there. The rest of them are pushing this narrative. Basically, we have to stop the New World Order, because if the New World Order is allowed to come to be, then everyone will be treated equally and we'll lose our goodies. That's what they'll say it in more eloquent ways, obviously, but that's the overall gist of it. Why do you not want to progress to a real society? Well, because we don't want to lose our goodies at the end of the day. Why do you think Black lives or any type of Black movement always gets the limelight and the microscope looked at them? Because honestly, I'm telling you, Barbara, I'm telling you, Kiki, I'm telling you, everybody else in this room right now, people are scared of the big fucking payback. They're scared of the big fucking payback in their hearts of hearts and their souls of souls. That's what I'm saying. And as long as we have these clown-ass media images, hold on. Let me just do it like this. Media image of Black man. As long as we have these mainstream images of shit like this, you know, all crazy. Well, not these cats, I guess. I don't know. You know, why don't we have more shit like this here? I know the military's getting a bad rap. Well, why don't we have more shit like that? Or at the bare minimum, shit like this. You know, how come we don't have more of that? Not really cool with that, but, you know, that's even better, I guess, than someone blowing someone's brain out. They should be scared, but truthfully, they aren't. No, okay, listen. They're not scared because they know that we're unorganized and we lack the actual sophistication to pull off some sort of, not that we lack it, it's only because there's no organization there to pull off any type of, I guess, kind of spook that's up behind the door type deal. Because, Trip, if you think they're not scared, hold on. Move Forward 1985? Or no? Yeah, hold on. Philadelphia bombing, 1985. See that right there? Cool people who ain't scared don't do no shit like that. Just blow up a whole fucking city block. People who are fucking scared, but they won't tell you they're scared, they do that fucking shit. They'll blow that motherfucker clean up. And that's what they did. You know, when black activists were bombed. We're bombed. There wasn't no, hey, let's set up a perimeter. Hey, you guys want a pizza in there? Can we talk about? No, send in the goddamn choppers. These motherfuckers are going, okay, sir. That's what happened, man. That's what happens when they start panicking. People start dying. We start dying. 200-something people blew up in there. Dead. They're not on this earth. Haven't been on this earth since 1985. Women, children. And then people have the audacity to talk about Waco or something else. But no one talks about this shit. Really? That's what I do. So at least we won't forget. You know, look at that. Look at that image. How would you like being that person, man? That used to be a cool ass, you know, strip. Shit looks like it, the roads ain't even paved. He's not getting impeached. You as a black person will not be getting reparations. Damn, murder. You don't get them under Obama. What makes you believe that you'll get them now? Wake up, backwards ass black. Wow. You know, murder used some harsh words there. He really did. Or she. I believe it's a he. But those are truthful words. Man, I'm not here to cheerlead and get our fucking hopes up on some bullshit. I can't. I just can't. I would really like to have good discussions, though. And maybe through these discussions, we can facilitate some sort of actual mental shift in the way we think. Just think how many white people will become rich overnight if black folks got reparations. Even the way it's set up right now, will become millionaires overnight. Because I don't care what you say. Some black folks are going to run and they're going to buy the Versace, the Gucci. They're going to just get that. Especially when we all got $2.3 million apiece, cash money or on a credit card. But see, no one's even portraying that to them. Like, hey guys, you know we get reparation. The floodgate's going to be open. You guys are going to get rich by default as well. Now, there's always going to be black folks who will be frugal with it and maybe keep it and invest it correctly. A black man didn't give you what you wanted. What makes you think any other man or woman is going to give it to you? All you Negroes is going to do is blow the reparations checks on bullshit and bills anyways. You know, that's what I'm saying. You can't blow $2.3 million murder. I get the overall gist of what you're saying, but you also have to realize Obama was the first gay president. He was just as much white as he was black. So either you're going by the one drop rule, which that's your prerogative, you know, nothing, you know, that's just the culture you grew up in, you know, or we're not really being genuine about what he really is. He was more gay than he was black. He was more gay than he was American. He was more gay than anything because that's what he pushed, just like Nelson Mandela. Because of the fact that these gays are what pushes them and gives them money behind it. Look, you are loyal to who's spending the money with you, man. If Russ Limbaugh was flipping a bill around this motherfucker, you best bet your bottom fucking dollar there'll be fucking all kinds of pictures of this motherfucker all over the place. And we're talking some crazy shit over here. Whoever is paying, the power of the purse is what they call it. The power of the purse. See, the reality is we have no purse power. That's why reparations is so almost essential. But they're not going to happen. And I get what Murder's saying. They're not going to happen. I'm not going to say he's a liar, because he's not. Manila was a knight of the Malta. Even the biggest of the Boulay House boys don't get to be a knight. Well, reparation shit never will happen. This is from David. What's up, David? And welcome to the show. Reparation shit never will happen. Niggas are still 3/5 non-human. Aliens don't need loot. Kind of like that. You know, because I'm digging on that, like the Rastafari space band type deal. You know, I think I might see where you're coming from. All right, and this is from GOG. All right, what's up, man? Land, our own schools, bank, corp, startup. We can police our own. To start with, tax-free, not even on the table, or free tuition to their schools. I like that. GOG. I like that. Because that's insight. You're talking about actually building up a people or a nation building. And how many people, once that happened, would be ultra patriotic? No, seriously. If they gave out reparations today, they said, "Look, Miss Barbara, we got your card right here. It has $2.3 million cash money. Here you go. Here you go, Murray. Here you go, David. Here you go. Boom, 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 all the way up." How many people would instantly become super patriotic? They'll be having flags all over their house. They'll be eating apple pie and playing Star Spangled Banner when they on their ringtone on their phone. You wouldn't do that if they gave you $2.3 million and a sincere apology? Look, Miss Barbara, we so sorry. We so sorry, Miss Williams, that we disrespected your people. We're so sorry that we kept on brutalizing your people. We're sorry. Here, girl, take this money and forgive us. You couldn't accept that for real? Or I mean, what would they have to do? Like slit their throat and gurgle out their sorry, I'm sorry, and then peace out? You're like, cool. We good now, bro. No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that I know what you're saying. I can feel that you got a lot of frustration. Adios goes nowhere. Black are 3/5 of a human. Nope. My land and a tractor. Fuck the dusty mule. Jews never forgot what. No. You're right, Barbara. I'm not saying forget. Of course not. Never forget. I'm saying reconciliation and building a true United States nation. We're all citizens. Because not only should reparations be in the form of money, but should also be in form of protection. So we don't ever have another Black Wall Street or Rosewood or any of the other 30 town burnings we have had in the past 100 years. We have to be serious about nation building. If not, if this is all just a joke, then that's what it is. This is just a huge, uncool joke. But like every joke, there will be a motherfucking punchline at the end. And I guarantee you, the people do not want that punchline. I guarantee it. As of December 30th, 2018, national debt is $21.97 trillion. What makes you think your black ass is getting a check? I know we're not. I'm merely entertaining this because of the fact that it's in the conscious of our country. See, what would ultimately happen is once black folks got a check, any Irish folks with any sense of reality will be wanting theirs. And then I guess poor whites in general could enjoy the welfare system and food stamp system as we have it presently. But because black folks that can genetically or whatever we cannot have Elizabeth Warren popping up. Hey, y'all, I'm not Native American. I'm African. Where's my check, y'all? We can't have that, okay? So the thing about it would be to identify and determine who's truly worthy. Because genetics on its own basis might not be acceptable. I don't think we will get paid either, but damn, I like the. Well, yeah, it's just like dreaming about hitting the lottery or anything like that. Guys, like Jason Black keeps pushing this notion of reparation, and it's not happening, Jack. That's Obama's fella in office was the political orgasm of the black community. See, I don't really know a lot about Jason Black. I only became familiarized with his channel basically a couple months ago, actually. You know, his voice does vaguely sound familiar, but that could have been from chat rooms years and years ago. You know, I'm sure he's probably been around. Okay, Trump revokes Obama-era drone rules. So that probably means the president cancels blah blah policy that requires officials to report the number of civilians killed by drone strikes outside the war zone. All right, so in other words, he's basically letting us know, just came in, he's going to be killing people and he ain't going to hear about it. What else is new? Jason Black is CIA. He is also Professor Black under a voice filter. I mean, I can see that could potentially be a possibility. But to what ends? What ends? I mean, like, what benefit would it be for the CIA to have him? You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like I said, I mean, he's effective. I guess he's popular here on YouTube, but outside YouTube and stuff, I never heard nobody talking about him on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess what I'm ultimately saying is you got to think for yourself, man. You know, come on now. We're going to fall into the same old trap. Somebody says something sweet to the ear, and then, you know, it's all good. No, we got to think for ourselves and realize, is this in our best interest? Oh, Professor Truth. Okay. He makes great documentaries. I have 3 of them. You know. And then, and I guess this question is directed to murder. How do we help those who have extreme amount of frustration and hate towards others? How do we free them of their hate? Or what, just let them drown in it? We don't. See, and guys and gals, it's hate that'll take your ass up out here quicker than anything. You can only save those. You can only save yourself. No other man can save you. Well, Grant, yes, you're right. But we can encourage others down the correct path, can we not? You know, someone obviously had to help you down the path. Everybody has help. Ain't nobody no island. I've certainly had help going down the path I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Either we have to be good neighbors to each other, but it still stands. Well, it would be nice to be good neighbors, you know. What's up, Sister CJ? Greetings. Welcome to the show. We up here talking about reparations and the probability that they're not going to be paid. Search Noble Drew Ali. How long America's been? This is America, not utopia. Oh my God, I was actually, that's funny. This is America, not utopia. Ain't that right? But the thing is, though, then you know what? Then it's over, kids. I guess then the great experiment's over. We're gonna grind down like every other empire before us. Probably be attacked. split up the landmass to a bunch of different little countries. If that happens, I gotta definitely move out of the Midwest because yes, this is God's country already. Everybody but us, yeah. And so, yeah, that's the whole point that I'm tripping on is from the United States point of view. Now, I remember Mark talking about how we did not allow the Jews. Jason Black, CIA. I know that's kind of crazy, ain't Kiki? How the blacks, or not the blacks, but the United States would not allow the Jews to come in during the buildup towards the death camps and all that, the SS camps. So that's kind of why we pay the reparations, you know, to the tune of, I think, like 200,000 per survivor. But once again, why do you think we got $22 trillion in debt? America's a corporation. Not a, well, you're right, it's a corporation, but just like any corporation, you got company men and then you just got workers. I'm telling you, the company men around here are the ones that put their hands on you and hurt you. You know, some people, you say, let's end racism in America, they'll confuse that with America's just being racist. No, America is not racist in its ideology. It's racist in its implementation. But it could be so much more. It truly could be almost a utopian, Barbara, if we applied citizen values to all citizens equally. Meaning, no more riling up, hey, you got guns and drugs in there? No, hey, citizen, just slow her down, man. Warning, peace out. Leave it at that. We're watching you. And people get okay, and then they just drive off. America was formed on racism. Was not all countries formed on some sort of ism? I'm serious. I'm not dealing with the race, just the ism. All countries are formed on fascism, totalitarianism, communism. It's all these isms that's killing us. America was founded on racism. Okay. Yes. Yes, it was. It was founded on racism, Jackie and Barbara. Listen, though. Now, listen. Why the fuck did they go against Hitler? I mean, seriously, if America's always been this racist piece of shit 100%, which it has. I'm not saying it hasn't. It's been ups and downs. Why would it have fought the Civil War? And why would it have fought World War II? Just two wars. With racial connotations on both. We got to see that just like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, racism is in the heart of the beholder. That shit's imprinted on a motherfucker's heart, man. It's not going anywhere. America doesn't look how long they took to stop Hitler. Wall Street bankrolled Hitler, all the top worked together. Okay. And each black African descendant resides in the country of origin and help African politicians financially around the world. Knight, welcome to the show. And Lonnie Power. I want to speak on that. There's a disconnect with Kemet, folks in Kemet or Africa, and folks over here in North America, Latin America, South America, Central America. Now, I can't speak on melanated peoples in Australia or Asia. But a lot of folks around here has the opinion that Africa is basically ran by white folks anyhow. What I mean to say is 14 nations in Africa pays France back reparations. Yeah, 14 countries in Africa pays France back reparations to the tune of about $2.5 billion a year. And France justified this by saying, during colonization years, we built up the infrastructure of these countries. And France, meaning France, train all the military and officers in said country. So whenever we need a coup or a regime change, one of our other little pump, it's like a Pez dispenser. You get one guy, boop, he gets eaten. Boop, another guy pops up. Boop, he gets eaten. Another guy pops up. Boop, he gets eaten. That's how it goes, man. Listen, it has to be freedom at this point. Just unadulterated freedom. Henry Ford loved it. Yes, he loved it. Henry Ford received the highest civilian honor from the Nazi government, okay? At least some black folks celebrate are doing good for the people like Jay-Z. Oh, some blacks. Kiki, what has Jay-Z done lately? But I'm going to get to some. And yeah, Hitler. I want to read some of these comments. Bank Road, cool. Jay-Z is Chief Boulay House Negro. But I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know. Is he opening up a school or, because the whole thing with, remember Jay-Z being a part of the Illuminati and all this craziness. Look, the Illuminati don't need rappers. You know what the Illuminati needs? People who can keep their fucking mouth shut about the fucking plan. That's what they need. If you look at all the rappers, look at them all. They're nothing but stool pigeons. Yeah, we go on the block with Poppity Pop. I fucking smashed this bitch and I fucking sold his bum crack. I'm totally paraphrasing. But that's like telling on yourself. You got, I'm not advocating crime by no means. I'm not. But if you're going to do the crime, why talk about it? That's all I'm saying. And then you'll bring in reporters to drive through the streets. Yeah, this is where the old boy does drugs. And they got a chop shop over here. It's like, what the fuck you thinking? You're felons holding guns on camera. Yeah, whoop-de-whoop. What the fuck you thinking? That's what I'm saying. We got to change our mentality. It's not that our warriors don't have heart. What I mean by our warriors, humanity's warriors, all warriors, for the common focus on humanity. It's not that they don't have heart. They just lack focus. We have to, thank you, Knight, we have to understand this is our planet. It doesn't belong to the Rothschilds. It doesn't belong to the Jews. It doesn't belong to the Africans. It doesn't belong to the Asians. It doesn't belong to whoever. It belongs to you, me, and the next man. That's what this thing's all about. But we always get sidetracked and off focus. I get it. There's not enough money in the world to change the pain of slavery. I get it. There's not enough love in the world to change the deaths of the wars, all the wars that's ever happened. But you know what? There's a power inside of each and every one of you people hearing my voice right now, and this power is life. You can choose to live in the dead past or the dying present, or you can try to strive for life in the future. Because right now, folks, we are all quite literally dying. And a lot of these things that we're talking about will pass away with us. You can bet your bottom fucking dollar 500 years from now, no one's going to be talking about slavery as we're talking to it tonight in this country, on this landmass. You know the reason why I know this? Because slavery's been around for a hell of a long time. And no one's talking about all the other past slaves of the day. Nobody. Everything is forgotten over time. Everything. That's just how it goes. Jay-Z, hold on. Money provides the framework for the normalcy in this world. If the Pope wanted some McDonald's, do you think he'll actually pay for it? He'll probably get it for free. Also, Jay-Z is controlled. They need rappers and entertainers to put out toxic images and ideals for your youth to follow to their own destruction. Amen to that. And murders. Jay-Z reports to the Archbishop of New York right now, James Dolan. I can see it. He walks into the room, kneels, kisses old boy's ring. Here's the report on the ghetto, sir. Oh, come on. I mean, these people are evil, dude. These people are straight up evil, man. But because they're rich. You hear me, Knight? They're rich. Oh, we love them. They can do no wrong, but I don't think there is a black person on earth that isn't taxed to benefit white folks. Therefore, and that really echoes what Sister Barbara said about the origins of the country. It was founded in racism. So it's sort of like no matter what you do, you're ultimately empowering the system that's oppressing you to a certain degree. You know, the world needs a black tax that white people pay to all black people. Faircoms reports to the Archbishop of Chicago by Superich. Okay, Superich. Dang. You know, how many of you guys think the Catholics has been the friends of the black man and woman in North America? You know, Catholic priests and nuns walking in civil rights protests, I think in New York. I don't know if they went down south. You don't think they had been a friend, Barbara? I think that some people have sincerely tried to help. Dick Gregory said, it's all a game, and we're getting played. You know what? That would be a nice voice to hear right about now. Hold on. We're going to find some Dick Gregory. I'm just going to play an excerpt, because I don't want to, bullshit. I want to do, let's talk about Dick Gregory comedy. Let's hear some comedy, man. Don't we need a laugh, y'all? Uh-oh. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta take this call. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Pretty good. Good.